Hello and welcome to WTV. I'm Alistair Alders.
And I'm Jean-Marc Sampson. We're glad you could join us for another episode of WTV.
Coming up, we'll have a story about how law students are trying to help refugees get into Canada.
Also ahead, a story about the Coloured Hockey League of the Maritimes and the impact it's still having today. I'll have that coming up.
But first, let's check in with Callum Smith at the news desk.
Thanks, Callum. It's time now for a quick break.
But there's still much more to come on WTV. Law students gathered in Halifax to gather research to challenge Trump's ban on 7 Muslim-majority countries.
And with the support of a local community, a Syrian refugee's daughters will be brought to Canada. Those stories are coming up.
Before the end of the year.
Thank you, Jenny. That's Waterfront TV's Jenny Cyril reporting for us live.
Nor'easter tonight and into Friday, as much as 15 to 25 centimeters of snow is possible, with winds gusting up to 90 kilometers per hour. So, Jean-Marc, I'd say that we've taken January for granted.
And it looks like winter isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Taking a look now at WTV Sports. Tomorrow night, the Cape Breton Highlanders are in town to face the Halifax Hurricanes. The last time the two teams met, Halifax came out on top 112-108. The win over the Highlanders, and that tip-off is at 7. The following night, the Hurricanes will face off against the Moncton Miracles. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. for that start. Turning the page to hockey now, tomorrow night the Halifax Mooseheads are on the road. They are in Charlottetown to face the Islanders. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. And finally, the Herd is in action against the Shawinigan Cataracts. The last time the two teams met, the Cataracts doubled the Mooseheads with a score of 6-3. And that's a look at what's happening this week in sports. When you think of Canada's pastime, most think of hockey, but do you know its history? I attended a local hockey game that was aimed at keeping a former league's memory alive and met two brothers that held this game close to heart. For Sonny and Craig Gibson, playing hockey together isn't something new.
I mean, Sonny and I have been playing a lot of hockey. I started playing hockey when I was 12.
Last Saturday, they were on the ice again, this time commemorating the former Coloured Hockey League of the Maritimes. The All-Black League existed from the late 1800s until 1930 and had 20 teams. Coming from a small black community and hearing something about the Coloured Hockey League, it got my interest. I mean, I've been following hockey for a long time. I'm a big Maple Leaf fan.
I wasn't into sports too much TV, I was playing basketball and stuff.
But Craig says there weren't a lot of role models in the NHL.
You know, when I was playing hockey growing up, I didn't see that many black hockey players during my era.
Lee Francis organized the event. He says it's important that young people know about their history.
It signifies two things. One is that it's educating the public, whatever side of the fence that you're on, and plus it assists our young troopers that are coming up in their hockey program, that they can come out and say, hey, we have a history here.
Sonny is 73 and says even in his lifetime he has faced discrimination on the ice.
You're white and I'm black? They said, well, he ain't that good. We'll take him out and all that stuff. I mean, I can see that. I mean, I played a lot of hockey and kept my head up, but I could tell just by the attitude of people and how they try to treat you.
Still, Craig thinks things are getting better, and it's good to see more black players in the NHL.
But I think by even having the hockey players that are now is an example that anybody can play if you get the talent and the ability to do it.
And you know, Alistair, when I sat down with the brothers, you could truly see the sparkle in their eye when they spoke of the sport they loved so much. It was really great to see. And I can't skate very well at my age, so let alone 73 years old. Very impressive.
I can't skate either, so you and me both.
It's time now for a look at our first-year interviews.
Emily Vaudeville sat down with Massouma Khan to speak to her about what it's like being Muslim in Halifax. And just to note, this interview took place before the recent shooting at the mosque in Quebec City. Thanks, Matt, and that's our show. We want to thank you so much for joining us.
Remember, you can find us on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at WTV Media. And that's also where you'll find a behind-the-scenes look at our show.
And be sure to visit our website, waterfronttv.org, where you'll find past episodes of our show and stories that you won't see here.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.